Hey everyone, welcome to Kernels, where we discuss short films. Today's short film is actually very new. I want to say it came out within the last week. And
Days.
record
Yeah.
or that. Yeah, we're recording this on August 7, 2024. But it is called Until We Eat Each Other from 2024. Written, directed, starring Daniel Ezra from the TV show All American. And yeah, we'll get into it.
Would you say starring? I guess there's two people. I think the woman
Yeah.
is the one that stars in it. This guy's a supporting person.
Yeah, she's the main because even when the short starts, she's the first person you see,
Yeah.
and you're kind of following her as she goes through her life, enjoying her life, journaling, and all kinds of stuff. And then Homeboy says, "Nah, let me throw this monkey wrench in this."
Yeah, her previous life decides to show up when she has a good
Yeah,
life.
she was chilling. She had a nice apartment. She was
Yeah.
cozy, and she just happens to come home with some Burger King, and it was like,
I
"Hey."
know. My one question when he shows up in her house and she has Burger King and stuff, I was like, was she obliged to share that? Like, she was gonna have a nice dinner by herself.
But the funny thing is, that's in my notes. Is you see the fries are turned to him, and I was like, damn, he just showed up one day and just threw a person in the tub. It's the spoilers, sorry for.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Threw a person in the tub, and it's like, hey, we got to deal with this by midnight. And it's like, yo, I just want my Burger King, bro. What is all this?
It was like, we don't need to do anything.
Yeah,
You're the one
you
that
gotta
came
figure it
and
out.
brought this.
Yeah, this is not my issue.
And I was very surprised. How long do you think it took for her to go to the bathroom and see that the dude was in the bathtub? So it's like, that's the first thing I do. I go to the bathroom and I do my thing right when I come home.
Yeah.
It seems like she went hours with.
I think she was ready to eat that food.
Maybe, yeah.
Or because I was trying to think, they did something similar in Euphoria, where they're at this party in someone's house, and people were going off to the bathroom to do some things, and there was somebody in the tub, not dead like this, but they had the curtain shut, so you didn't know, and they were freaked out, oh my goodness, I'm going to be caught that I'm in this tub, and nobody ever caught them. So, but this didn't have a curtain, so I'm not sure how she didn't catch oh yeah, there's a whole person just in the tub chilling.
I don't know. She went hours without going to the bathroom, I'm assuming, but
Hey, BK will do that to you.
Yeah, it's true.
But then, yeah, it became somewhat of not a rom-com, but there was a romantic side to it. It I'll say it kept you on your toes, and there was a cliffhanger for sure, because you don't really know how it played out. You just saw a knife with blood on it, so you don't know who she stabbed, or if
Or
she
he
stabbed
did
somebody.
it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
might have done it.
Yeah, or he did it and stuff. That's my biggest thing is that what I enjoy the most is the acting from the woman, the main character. I think she does a very good job and everything. Actually, I later found out that was the director who plays the other dude, and I'm like, the guy kind of comes off as like fairly stereotypical, I guess, in his portrayal of the dude.
He
that
fit
has
it
to do
perfectly.
I guess it
the douchebag.
it works fine and everything, but it's very single kind of down one kind of road and stuff where the woman I think does actually a very good job and stuff, and and then it transitions to that they're buddy, but then there's still the dude sitting over there in the bathtub waiting for something, and then
they're just kissing. It's
yeah,
what is this?
So I was confused. I was confused by the story most of all, as to all right, there's got to be a different meaning that I'm not paying attention to and stuff.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a good idea, but I think if it would have had more time, they could have added more.
Probably.
To it. Yeah, because it was under 15 minutes, which you and I were talking about it before. We've seen varying durations of shorts over the time since we've been recording these. We've seen some that have been 5 minutes and tell an amazing story, and we've seen some that were 20 minutes and it was just this was right in that middle of it was 15 minutes. You got at least a decent gist of a story. The main character, the lady, did great. Daniel was great in his portrayal of that type of character, but it didn't feel like the story was fully completed. It was kind of like a cop out to just show the knife and blood. But I didn't hate that. Like I in my notes I wouldn't mind to see a prequel or a sequel to this, so we can get more of what happened, or what, either how it led to that, how they got into the predicament of, hey, she's going down this other path, she's not dealing with her old self in this person, or a sequel as to, hey, wrap up how that story ended. Give us like, okay, hey, he stabbed dude that was in the tub, or she did it, or she stabbed both of them, and then, hey, how does she get out of this predicament? Now she has two bodies or one body. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing either of those stories play out.
Yeah, I agree with you, where it's like, I feel like the story is a little bit too complex, or there's a lot of stuff going on in the story that can't be conveyed in the 15 minutes. Yeah. Probably could use a little bit more time to like kind of cook up the story and everything. So that's what I'm thinking, is that there's probably some extra time that could have been done. Mm-hmm. All in all, I was like, the shots are nice and everything. Mm-hmm. I really did enjoy that when they were sharing the Burger King. That they used like the candlelight. It was very nicely colored and lit.
Nice and warm.
Yeah, but then I was like, no one eats like that with candle lights unless you're like not really Burger going King. Out of your way to do that. But no one has like the lights off and has candle lights and everything. Yeah. I don't know. I don't do that.
Unless, like, cause she thought she was gonna be by herself, so maybe she was like, "Yo, I'm about to have
I'm gonna make my whole day so with myself."
Put these candles, get these vanilla candles popping. Let me get this soda pop. Let me get this burger out. So maybe she had like a whole date night plan for herself, but we don't know. But yeah, typical night. Most people aren't like, "Ooh, let me light these candles."
Just like,
get this,
I'm just shoving my food into my mouth.
Half the fries are gone because I drove home. My hand in the bag. So she has a different viewpoint of eating fast food than I do.
Now, who do you recommend this to? If you do recommend this short film,
I'm on the fence. Like, I wouldn't mind recommending it, but I wouldn't mind recommending it in the form it's in, but I would like it to be more complete before I like truly recommend, like, oh, everybody should check this out. Like right now, I'm gonna go back to my cop out of people looking to, including myself, like figure out, hey, how do you make a good short film? And just watching as many short films as possible, just to see the range of like budgets or ideas that people have to offer. Because this is on YouTube, you can easily watch it. But for me to like recommend it to more people, I would want this to be more complete. Like if this was 20 minutes instead of the 12 to 13 minutes that it is, I think it would have a more complete story that I would be like, oh yeah, this was great. Anybody should check this out.
Yeah, I do see it as like anybody that like is interested in like the filmmaking process, or like or making a film, especially a short film, which could be, I think, fairly complex for people to do, because it's like, all right, I would probably think I would have grand ideas and be like, 15 minutes is a lot, and technically it is, but then you try to fit in so many things, and then you're like, all right, now I got to tie up the loose ends at the end, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I would definitely be like that and stuff, and so a little bit longer time in the kitchen would probably be nice and stuff. But I think anybody that's interested in that, in storytelling and trying to figure out a way to kind of like tell a short story within a 15-minute period with nice visuals and everything, and a good use of kind of like shot structure and everything like that sitting around the table, it was nice. It was very symmetrical and everything. It was nicely lit. And so that's interesting. That's very, and if they actually filmed this inside of an actual apartment building, like when they started getting rough and tough, like I wonder what they had to help they tell the other people. Like, we're making a film, I swear to God.
No, they probably had to put notes up like, hey, if you hear anything, it's just a movie.
Do not call.
No one's getting hurt. Look at all these cameras here.
Yeah, I know,
everything's okay.
But yeah, it's good that this is available on YouTube. And I think I would love to see more of this and everything, or more of this creator of. And you say he's already like acting in things, but then it's like it's a leap to get into directing, and it's kind of nice to see that some people are acting. And I'm like, hey, I want to do something else. It's almost like us working in a job, and it's like I want to learn that too. I want to learn what you're doing, and so it's interesting to see that kind of transition.
I agree.
So let us know in the comments below. It is brand new. We will link to the short film in our description below. It's called Until We Eat Each Other. And let us know if you've seen it already, if you liked it, disliked it. And please like and subscribe to Saturday Night Popcorn for more kernels like these.